When making your own dot plot, there are a few things you need to consider. Let's look at these three that Michelle made. Michelle made 3 dot plots below for her project. She asked how many bicycles each person had at their house. The question is, which dot plot is done correctly? The first plot looks like there are as many people with 2 bicycles as those with 0 bicycles. This is because the dots are not equally spaced above the number line. The second dot plot does not have the values that are equally spaced along the number line. So it looks like there's a grouping there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's hard to tell the difference. It's hard to see at first glance what our patterns are. The third one is made correctly. There's no gaps under numbers. So for example, there's no gap in the middle between dots. There's no gap underneath dots like there is here and here. These are all in a line. The second one is just as high as the second one. The third one is just as high as the third one. The dots aren't floating. The numbers are evenly spaced. They're evenly spaced. Here they're evenly spaced, but there's gaps here and here where there should not be. So when you make your own dot plots, make them like this. Make sure that your dots start just above the line and then are evenly spaced above that so you can easily see patterns and gaps. Example 2. Sydney asked 10 of her friends the number of states that they have visited. These were their answers. We're going to make a dot plot of their results. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum is 10. So we'll start by creating a number line that extends to these values. We don't need to go from 0 to 10 because our maximum is 7. Did I say 10? I might have said 10. I meant 7. Our max is 7, so we don't need to go past 7. We might if we're counting by 2s, though. We don't need to go to 10. We don't need to go to 100. We only need to go to what makes sense for our counting method. Note that even though the odd numbers are not noted and labeled on this number line, they're there. They're definitely there. This one will actually be a little bit trickier to make a dot plot out of if you were writing because of the way the lines on the number line are, even numbered ones are longer than the odd numbered ones, but we'll do it anyway. So what's next? Place dots above each value, stacking dots when a value occurs more than once. So there was 1, 3, there's a 0, there's a 1, a 4, a 2, there's another 0, another 2, another 1, a 7, and another 2. Note that even though the lines are lower here, the dots are the same height. What are the mean, median, and mode of this data? There's our dot plot. To find the mean, we have to do it the regular way. The dot plot won't help us too much with the mean. Just add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers you added. 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 equals 22. There are 10 numbers. 22 divided by 10 is 2.2. Our mean, therefore, is 2 2/10 or 2.2. Our median, you can do this on a dot plot, but it's a little tricky. We'll put the numbers in order from least to greatest and find the number in the middle just using the list of numbers. Our median, in this case, going both sides until we get to the middle. Oh, there's 2, but they're both the same. 2 plus 2 divided by 2 is 2. Our median, therefore, is 2. And our mode, we can use the dot plot for. In fact, it's easier to use the dot plot than anything else because we can just look at it and say, oh, which one's the tallest? Well, 2 is the tallest. So our mode is 2. There is an assignment on Wiser for you on Google Classroom. Please complete that. If you need help with dot plots, let us know.